Headstones are a common practice when making a memorial for a person who has died. They're useful to identify the person who is underneath, but also a place for mourners to gather and remember. Most have the name of the person and also the date of their birth and death. Some people decide to have an epitaph put on their grave, which is a phrase or group of words on their tombstone. Some headstones are downright creepy and disturbing. You're watching Scary Top 5s and here are the top 5 creepiest tombstones on Earth. Beware, this top 5 list may leave you with a strange, unsettling feeling. Number 5. The grave of a 6-year-old girl named Inez Clark. Inez died in 1880 when she was killed during a storm while on a family picnic and was buried in Graceland Cemetery in Chicago. Her parents made a life-size sculpture of her and put it in a glass case to protect it from rough weather. Not only is the statue of a little girl wearing old clothes creepy enough, but there are many ghost stories surrounding the grave. Many people have heard weeping coming from the area around the girl's grave. People have said that during storms the statue will disappear, only to reappear later on in the glass case again. The weirdest thing is, it may not even be Inez Clark buried there. There are no records of a girl dying and being buried in that area. It is thought that an 8-year-old boy named Omos Briggs is actually buried there at the foot of the statue. Number 4. Fernand Arbillot died in 1942 in France. He was an actor and a musician. His grave in the cemetery is very unusual from the ordinary. It is of a man laying down holding a dismembered head and staring deep into its eyes. Although creepy, it was supposed to be Arbillot looking into his beloved wife's face for the rest of eternity. Number 3. Compared to the last 2 graves mentioned, Lily Gray's, who died in 1958, looks pretty normal. That is until you read what is described on the stone. It says, "Victim of the Beast, 666. Mrs. Gray died of totally natural causes, so nobody is sure why it is even written on her grave. Her husband is also resting in the exact same cemetery, but for some reason, his grave is very far away from his wife's. Number 2. Dying in 1898, Georges Rodenbach was a Belgian poet. His tombstone in a Paris cemetery is extremely unique and out of the ordinary. It shows a man breaking out of a stone grave. It's actually meant to symbolise that not even death will hold him back. But imagine walking through the cemetery at night, I bet you'll do a double take. Number 1. Okay, it's not exactly a headstone, but it's certainly even more creepier. It is a memorial with an actual human skull inside. The head belonged to Saint Vitalis of Assisi. He is a patron saint of venereal disease, which means a disease contracted by sexual intercourse. Apparently, in 2011, the skull was sold at auction for $4,100 to a lucky Californian bidder. If you have enjoyed this Creepiest Tombstones on Earth video, remember to give the video a like, and if you want to see more scary top 5 videos in the future, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all on the next video.